Good morning, Claxton students, staff, and families. Today is Tuesday, November 10th, and today is the 60th day of school. Today is U.S. Marine Corps Day. The Marine Corps is a branch of the United States Armed Forces and is responsible for protecting our country from the sea. They work closely with the Navy. The Continental Congress first established the Marines on November 10th, 1775. Leading up to the American Revolution. Do you know anyone who is a U.S. Marine? Today's weather is rainy with a high of 69. We have no Hive B days today, but let's check in with Miss Brown for Together We Read Tuesdays.
Hello, Claxton. I'm your librarian, Miss Brown, and welcome to Together We Read Tuesday. In the last weeks, I've been giving you information about how you can get books from here, the Claxton Library, from the public library, and from Sora. If you still have questions about how to do these things, please visit the library page of the CLX Specialist website, or call me, or email me. Here at Claxton, we have been thinking a lot lately about putting first things first. And for me, one of the things that can be tricky is that the things that I put first for my role as a librarian are often different than the things that I put first as my role as a mom, right? So as a librarian, I have to organize and manage my collection, right? I have to plan lessons. I have to give my lessons. I have to create book clubs. I have to answer emails, all sorts of things. And then for my role as a mom, I have to create a safe and loving environment for my girls. I have to cook them dinner. I have to spend time with them. I have to help them grow. But the cool thing is when these roles overlap. And that is where today's featured author comes in. Jacqueline Woodson. Picture books, chapter books, young adult books, poetry, straight up just fiction books for your folks. Like Jacqueline Woodson does it all. And her writing is exquisite. It takes my breath away. So I want to offer you the option today that you can read as a family. You can put first things first with your role as a student by reading, and put first things first with your role as a family member or community member and share your reading, right? And talk about your thoughts about her books together. There is something for everyone in the family. So I encourage you, get together with your family or your friends or your neighbors and read some Jacqueline Woodson. Adults can read her newest, Right at the Bone. Older siblings can read Hush or After Tupac and Dee Foster. Upper elementary kids can read Harbor Me or Brown Girl Dreaming. And lower elementary can read The Day You Begin or The Other Side or Pecan Pie Baby. And these are just a few of the titles. Like, she's written like 35 books. There's something for everyone. And then maybe at dinner you discuss what you're reading. Or maybe you make foods from one of the books. Or maybe you make a craft based on one of the books. Or maybe you get together and watch some of the awesome Jacqueline Woodson videos that I have hooked up on the library page of the CLX Specialist website. Or, I'm really going to dream now, maybe you cozy up by the fire with some hot chocolate and share like your favorite lines from the books. Whew, that sounds so fun. Okay, I am not, unfortunately, by a fire drinking some hot chocolate, but I'm sharing a quote with you anyway. It is from Brown Girl Dreaming, and it goes, "I believe in one day and someday in this perfect moment called now." Y'all, you can't go wrong. Put first things first as a student and as a son, daughter, granddaughter, grandson, neighbor, friend, etc. And make some time for reading and for your family and friends by choosing Jacqueline Woodson and enjoying it together. Have a good day.
All right, Claxton leaders, here's a joke for today. Luna W. says, a mushroom walks into a restaurant. The waiter says, "We don't serve your kind here." And the mushroom says, "Why? I'm a fun guy." All right, that was pretty good. Golden tickets, are you ready? Tristan would like to give one to Miss Cassandra because she begins with the end in mind, and that is true, Tristan. I agree. Ms. Turner would like to give one to Dana and Vega for being absolute champions of a challenge in a math small group. They both stuck it out through some really tough math, collaborated, and showed real grit. Ms. Brown wants to give a golden ticket to Marley B. in first grade for doing a beautiful job reading Maya Mayhem to me and for all her enthusiasm about books and reading. What a Claxton leader you are. I agree, Ms. Brown. Marley is a Claxton leader. So we don't have school tomorrow or morning announcements to watch. November 11th is Veterans Day, where we celebrate all of those who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces, including the Marines, which we talked about today, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, and newly formed Space Force. So, did you know that both of my grandfathers were in the armed services? Yep, it's true. Enjoy a day of rest and thank a veteran for serving our country. We'll see you back on Thursday, Claxton leaders. Now it's time for the Claxton Pledge. At Claxton Elementary, I am a leader. I pledge to live the habits, value the arts, and celebrate our hive's diversity. I work hard to learn new things and always give my best effort. I show respect to others and choose to be a leader in my community. I am attentive, responsible, thoughtful, and safe. I am a proud and dependable Claxton Bee, even when no one is watching me. Remember, you and your family can send in jokes and golden tickets and shout outs to our email account, and we'll include them in the announcements as soon as we can. We're going to wait a little bit to set our wigs. The email account that you should email these to is clxannouncements@acsgmail.net. You can also submit to the CLX announcements by filling out the Google form on our remote learning website.